Ouais, c'est rendu à une place qui pousse plus, là, tu sais.
Ouais, ça pousse. Check le rat tail. Oh, il y en a une deuxième.
Oh my god. Elle a spawné une deuxième.
Ça fait des bébés. J'ai un neckline de rat tail.
Ça, c'est naturel, ça.
Ça, c'est au natural.
Regarde la boule. C'est bien drôle, ça.
Fait qu'on jase du broken window theory.
Ouais. Stickiness factor.
Stickiness factor.
On peut parler de notre failed attempt. Comment est-ce qu'on peut l'améliorer?
Ok.
Ça, Sesame Street, puis
New York.
Blue's
I'm walking here. Take it easy.
Like I say. T'es live?
On est là.
On va avoir Michael Bublé, mon bon. Ça va-tu? Michael le Boo.
Bouble, bouble. Tu vas te chanter son album de Noël.
Probablement. Inception.
Welcome to part 2 of 3, The Tipping Point, by Mr. Malcolm Glad to see you well.
Malcolm. Are you enjoying the book so far?
Yeah, it's a good book.
So now, what are you doing?
We may proceed with the book review for this week. So we read from page 94 or 84?
80 something to 190,
So chapter
192.
3 and 4.
Yeah, right. So today, the biggest subject will be the stickiness factor, because that's what we mostly read about.
And the broken window theory.
That was in there, another big part of it.
Part number 2.
Yeah, true. Very true. So stickiness factor, what have you learned?
I learned that for some reason Blue's Clues outperformed Sesame Street.
Yeah.
Not because it was a much better show, but because it was doing certain small things differently.
So whatever worked for Sesame Street, Blue's Clues took those ideas and ran with it.
Ran with them.
But what I thought was interesting is for such a crummy show, like you remember what Blue's Clues looks like?
I don't.
No?
And
It was, I guess as a teen, it was like, why is this even a thing?
Because I remember Sesame Street, but I don't remember Blue's
Yeah,
Clues.
for sure. Well, Sesame Street had,
It's more of our age.
yeah, but it had parts in there where adults could follow, but Blue's Clues is solely based on the stickiness factor for kids 3 to 5 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Sesame Street, you know, you had like characters who were human beings, and they would sometimes invite guest stars like Katy Perry, who were showing boobies.
Really?
You didn't see that?
Oh, that GIF
Yes.
that shows up with Katy Perry.
She was
That's from
wearing,
Sesame Street?
Yeah. Her tatas were out.
That's not really for kids.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But anyways, Blue's Clues took all those ideas of the whatever worked as far as stickiness.
Added on.
They every episode they would hold a series of tests on every episode, like 3 times more than one episode for Sesame Street.
Gotcha.
They had an example for Sesame Street of something that went horribly wrong. They had the alphabet man. Do you remember that?
Yes.
So he would read out the alphabet and crash through a door, and I actually looked it up. It's pretty bad. So kids.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Kids did not pay attention to that.
Too much going on.
Too much going on, exactly. And like they didn't really care about adult conversations. So that's where the Muppets come into play. And actually, we were just talking about that Big Bird was invented so he could be on Sesame Street. Those scenes that are shot on Sesame Street, mixed up. They mixed a puppet with the real world, and then kids would
Pay more attention.
Big Bird.
So a small change made a big difference.
Yeah.
That's what they're getting at.
Their worst episode ever is the one where Big Bird wanted to change his name to Roy. Did you remember reading it? No. Kids just didn't care, but they thought it would have been like one of the best episodes, and it rated really badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing that I ask myself, are you producing those shows for the kids or for the parents of those kids?
Well, I think a lot of the cartoons is aimed for kids, but also adults. I mean, just think about all the Disney movies.
So that's an older kid, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna watch like Frozen and The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. But like Sesame Street, Blue's Clues, Mr. Wiggles or
The Wiggles?
Tiggy Wiggles,
Yeah.
Passepartout.
Right.
That's for a younger
Yeah.
crowd. And like, I don't know if you remember these, but in the early 2000s there was a Baby Einstein series.
Yeah.
And they sort of played around the fact that if your baby listens to this, he'll be more intelligent.
And they failed?
No, it was playing everywhere, man. Baby Einstein.
I don't remember that. I remember the name. I don't remember what it looks like.
Yeah, like
Blue's Clues was everywhere.
I don't remember that show.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Can you pull it up?
Yeah, I can pull it up.
I saw an interview with the guy from Blue's Clues not too long ago. The guy looks much different. Unrecognizable. This nerdy kid, young adult.
Just pull it up here.
So yeah, Blue's Clues, what's interesting is that the way they keep the attention of the kids is that they have to, the kids have to participate in the show. So they're showing these clues on, I think it always starts off with a certain question, like what's Blue's favorite animal? That's one example in here. And it starts with one clue, like they'll show the colors black and white. So okay, so what's black and white? So you have panda, you have, not a giraffe, a zebra. So kids follow along, and then so it just helps keep that stickiness factor to the show, and kids just absolutely love it. No, it wasn't it. It's this guy here. Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
No.
I guess it's
another thing that they did pretty cool with Blue's Clues is that instead of having a bunch of characters on the show, it was just this one guy, and the dog, obviously Blue, and the mailbox just called Mailbox, and there was a shovel named Shovel. So it was just very simple. Yeah, that's the guy now.
The guy became Seth Godin.
Yeah. Probably made a shit ton of money.
Blue.
Yeah, so that was really cool. Stickiness factor. So we tried something in our real estate business last year. We didn't go all the way through with it, but the intention was there. The idea was good. Do you want to explain a little bit what we did and what we could have done to make it work?
So we hid Waldo from Where's Waldo in a bunch of our photo shoots. And you okay there?
I'm gonna go get it.
Gonna go get it. And we wanted to run a contest where people, ew, it's my water, man.
I thought it was old water.
No, it's fresh water. Now it's
not so fresh. Sorry.
Before it was undefeated. Now it's feeded water.
Nice.
I'm Scuba Hank. Scuba Steve's father.
Anyways, So we would hide Waldo.
in our photo shoots, and then we're gonna run a contest for people to find Waldo and enter to win
Yeah.
passes to a day spa.
Because what we found is that a lot of people noticed our videos but did not watch them all the way through. We wanted people to pay attention.
Yeah, because a lot of people will drop off at our video like after 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And we need to.
Or I had someone last week tell me that they watched the beginning, skipped to the end.
You know what's a really good stickiness idea?
As if we spoke in the middle.
No, Philip DeFranco did it yesterday.
What did he do?
The guy that says, what does he say?
Sup, you beautiful bastards.
Let's just jump right into it.
Alright.
In the middle of his show, he said, for everybody that's still watching this, I want to give you a gift. I've preloaded this Starbucks card with $400. If you run to the nearest Starbucks, coffee's on me.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Don't be an asshole. Just buy a coffee, please. That's really cool.
Oh, okay, I get it.
So
Yeah.
we could do that in our next video.
Yeah.
Say, listen to this video till the end for a free $20 gift card at Starbucks.
Yeah. Well, we sort of tried that with our bacon bookmarks.
So it's a nice gift that we'll send you.
Yeah.
But this would be, you could use our video. The scan code's going to be on the video, and you can go to Starbucks and use it. And if nobody continues watching our videos, we could use the.
Can use it for us.
Yeah.
Not a bad idea.
That would be some stickiness, factorness.
Yeah. Cool.
I like it.
Let's try it.
Cool.
But anyways, we failed at our stickiness project, but
I think we failed. We just
someone else did something even better. So I'm not going to say he took our idea because we never launched it, but another agent, what he did is he dresses up as Waldo and hides himself in the house, or he's just like in the shower or pretending to cook or something like that. And I actually watch, like, I'm always on the lookout for his stuff because I find it really cool.
Yeah, I guess we have to go to his Facebook.
Yeah. And this guy became a meme?
Yeah, an internet meme.
Wow. Yeah. You have to go on his Facebook page.
Facebook.
So I watched this video about how he became a meme, and I googled my name to see if I was a meme somewhere.
And
No, but if you have a photo shoot done of like
different poses.
different poses, then you know you're more.
That's a cool video.
Yeah.
It helps that he's a beautiful man.
Okay. Hey, what now?
Huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Il est caché. Tu fais là. That's pretty cool though.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, it's a really good idea. James Earl Jones. Do you remember him?
Yeah.
So he.
The voice.
He's the voice of James Earl Jones.
Isn't he Mufasa? In the Lion
Right.
King?
Yeah. So they brought him over on Sesame Street, and they recorded his scene just reading the alphabet with certain pauses, and they found that kids just absolutely loved it, and they were able to repeat after him.
Yeah.
So it kind of happened by mistake, but his scene was like one of the best for learning. So they brought him back, and that was like a cool, like a very successful scene of him reading out
He
the
has a
alphabet.
beautiful voice.
Yeah, a beautiful man.
Well, say what now?
Yeah, wow. So the James Earl Jones effect is named after him, obviously. They say that children learn by repetition. So with him having the pauses between each letter, they would repeat after him. Yeah.
Makes a difference.
Yeah.
You want to jump on to the broken window theory?
Yeah.
In chapter 4?
Yeah.
So when the early, or I guess late 90s, New York had become a really crime-infested
Yeah.
city.
Was it 90s or 80s? I'm trying to remember.
Late 80s,
Yeah.
because that shooting happened in 86.
Yeah.
So-
So subways were a dangerous place to go.
Yeah, a guy was riding the subway. He was approached by one.
4 kids.
So one member.
3 or 4 kids.
4 kids.
4 kids.
One of them asked him for $5,
Yeah.
and he said no. And then he asked him again. So he got out a gun and he shot the 4 kids.
Yeah.
And he was hailed as a
Like
vigilante
yeah.
hero.
Yeah, because he took off in the middle of the night, like just
Yeah.
ran on the tracks.
And things in your city have to be pretty bad
Yeah.
for somebody to shoot 4 people. And then
Yeah.
the newspaper, you know.
Yeah, so crime rates in the subway system was just incredibly high. People weren't paying their tolls anymore.
Graffitis
Even
everywhere.
that guy that just like sucked out the coins from the coin machine.
Ugh.
Yeah, just like this guy was just blocking the coin machine and getting people to pay him to go through. And then it started this thing where people would say, well, if they're not paying, we're not paying, and they jump the fences and stuff like that. It was just completely out of control until this guy, what's his name, Getz?
Yeah, Getz is the shooter.
Yeah, so shot these kids. One was paralyzed, and anyway, like it was
Well,
one hell of a mess.
The guy was immobilized, and then he went back and he shot him in the
Yeah,
spine
yeah,
on purpose.
yeah. So these teens.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that made, well, whoever was in charge of the police department, they hired someone new to take care of the subway systems. First thing that they did was paint over the graffitis.
Yeah. And it sounds so silly to like address crime.
Yeah.
You got to take care of the cleanliness.
Cleanliness. Yeah.
Right?
So why is it called the broken window effect? You remember?
So it's called the broken window effect because if you see a warehouse and it looks pristine, well maintained, you know, the grass is cut,
Yeah.
the windows look good, you're gonna say, oh, that's a place that's looked after.
Yeah.
But if there's a window that's broken or a few windows, it won't be long until there's a few more windows that are
Yeah.
broken.
If it's not fixed or not cleaned up.
And I remember being a kid and going to my grandmother's barn.
Yeah.
There was a few broken windows,
Yeah.
and I would shoot at the other windows with my pellet gun. But I would never do that to my
Yeah.
grandma's house
Yeah.
because her house is
Yeah.
it's intact.
Yeah.
But like because the barn had a few broken windows, I would attack the windows
Yeah.
like a savage.
Like a savage. Yeah. So that's just it. The broken window effect.
People even attack the siding.
So by yeah, the siding. Yeah. Let's get into that some other day. So by controlling the fares, making sure people are paying to go in, it actually stopped crime for some reason. The crime went down.
Well,
And by painting over the
so the fare, what do they call them? The fare escapers or
fare.
fare jumpers? Or
Yeah.
anyways, they would go into the train without paying the fare,
Yeah.
and the police would see this, but they'd be like, man, it's too
They
hard.
wouldn't care.
Like, we're gonna arrest this guy, we're gonna have to book him, drive him all the way to the station, fax it off. So what this guy did, he says, no, you're gonna arrest one person,
Yeah.
leave him like in handcuffs
Yeah.
there until you have 10. Then you're gonna drive him down to the station.
Yeah.
So people can see that, you know, if you jump the gate,
Yeah.
you're not gonna.
But by doing this, they were catching like real criminals, killers, robbers.
Guys that were carrying guns,
Yeah,
guys that had.
yeah. So these little petty crimes they were caught
Yeah.
doing made the police officers
Yeah.
find people they were actually looking for.
And what I find interesting is that they weren't increasing the penalties. Like they were just going after the small stuff.
Yeah.
And today New York is considered one of the safest big cities.
Is
in
it?
America. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Check that fact.
Check it.
Check it. I think someone wrote a message on
Oh, yeah, Michael. So, yeah, this guy, Mr. Getz, he was taking a ride on the subway.
Oh, so, sorry. Yeah, keep going.
And crime was just so bad in New York that he was afraid. And some guy harassed him for some money and decided to shoot him.
Yeah, so we've been talking about the stickiness factor this whole time, but this is the power of context.
Yeah.
So this guy was just where he wanted to be exactly. So he was bullied around, decided to move into a shitty part of the town, and just waiting for something to happen. So these kids burnt down the newspaper stand, and he was out in the streets cleaning it up and swearing for revenge, you know. So that day he was kind of like right place, right time instead of wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Just waiting for him to get his revenge. So, yeah, it's important to keep that into consideration.
Yup.
So he shot him?
Yup.
Yeah, no, that was a messed up story. I actually looked it up. The guy looks like a, bit of a psychopath.
Oh, Mr. Getz?
Reminds me of that fella from American Psycho, almost. In America. New York, number 3.
Number 3. Huh. And number 1 is Irvine, population of 276,000. Glendale, 202,000. But New York is number 3 with a population of almost 9 million.
I would never move here.
Because it's too plano?
It's way too plano. Cool.
In the world.
In the world.
In the world?
The power of context. Bernie Getz.
Osaka is the safest big city in the world. Interesting.
So funny enough, the subway system, the guy who they hired to run the show after that happened is David Gunn. We live in a simulation.
We do live in a simulation.
Simulation. Yeah.
So we said that we would look at these books and we would figure out how we could apply them, either to our live, our businesses, or our podcast.
Yeah.
The Not Your Typical Book Club.
Nacho.
So the broken glass effect, it makes me think of what?
Let's clean up our desk.
Yeah. Like my car. Whenever I clean my car, it's gonna stay clean for like a few weeks.
Yeah.
And then I'll forget something in it.
Yeah.
Something will be
Like a
there on the floor, like a empty
like a paper, like a piece
coffee
of paper.
cup. And then
Like a coffee cup.
slowly, it's gonna get a Gatorade bottle.
Yeah.
And then some loose files in the back.
I started
And I'll forget my girlfriend back there. And just keeps getting
in the trunk.
dirtier and dirtier, and then like right now it's like filthy. But it's gonna force me to clean it, and then it'll stay clean for a little while.
Yeah. So I started hiding little plastic bags in my car. So then when it gets too trashy, I put everything in there and dump it. Yeah. Someone here?
No, it's just.
Oh.
Yeah. So in our business, like keeping a cleaner desk here at the office.
Okay.
Well, our desk is pretty dirty right now.
Yeah.
It's a workstation.
Yeah. Power of context.
Yeah, for sure.
We're busy.
We are.
Yeah. So.
Cool. Anything else for this week regarding the chapter 3 and 4?
It pretty much sums it up. I really like it so far. It's just after reading Shoe Dog, it's kind of dry.
It is.
But it's definitely amongst the best ones from the ones we've read this year.
I agree.
Yeah.
I would put it behind Shoe Dog and behind Digital Minimalism.
Before.
Top.
Yeah, top 4.
Ooh. What was the other one?
Purple Cow?
Yeah?
No, this is better than Purple Cow.
Yeah, I agree. Purple
Cool.
Rabbit.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll finish the book.
The book.
From.
You know I lost
93.
my book last week.
Yeah, you had to buy another one.
I bought another one
You're
yesterday.
an idiot.
I know. I don't know where it is. It's gonna
Probably in your dirty ass car. So from 193 to 280 is where we're going. Part 3. Yeah, it's an easy read.
Yeah, it's good.
It's interesting. When was this written?
2009.
Yeah, I'd like for the next one to be a brand new book.
2013.
2013?
Yeah, I'd like the next one to be a brand new one.
Yeah.
What was a brand new one that we read?
Digital minimalism?
Digital minimalism.
That was
yeah.
brand new.
That was
Did you hear of a book that's really interesting?
Would
No?
you like to read a book?
If you chose it?
No?
No?
If you were gonna read a book, which
Reading for
book would you
nerds.
choose?
What if it was like
Let's take a look.
something completely out of what we're doing now? And try to find something that we can sort of, incorporate without. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
We could read like a non-fiction novel. Or a fiction novel.
Yeah.
And try to like apply.
Nah.
Try to be tough.
Really like we'll figure something out. Still have another few pages to read.
We could read like a philosophy book.
Or a children's book and try to find the meaning behind it. Like a Caillou book.
So what you're saying is the dump truck is yellow. The green one's better.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
We'll find something. How about about an artist
Come
biography, autobiography?
I heard about one not too long ago. Bill Burr was talking about it on his podcast.
Yeah.
Some rocker.
No, there's quite a few.
Like the Elton John movie, Rocket Man.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that seems to be the theme for the next coming years. There's a movie coming out about the boss. Not about the boss, but based on his songs.
Okay,
Yeah, Bruce Springsteen.
that's cool.
It was pretty good. It's not about him, but it's about his music.
I feel like big budget movies have run out of original screenplays.
That's okay. We need to have that break of,
Yeah.
pushing forward always. Like, I don't mind remakes. I honestly don't mind it.
But it's pretty rare now that you see something that's totally original.
Yeah. Yeah. Some movies were left to, not be touched. But if they're making a live action about Lion King, go ahead. It's
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
those are good.
Yeah. But, I'm excited for it too.
So the first one was just one movie.
Yeah, so
And then
there's,
they had a
there's
TV
two
series.
there's two books. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. It?
Yeah,
I have no idea.
we could read a Stephen King book. Yeah, Stephen King.
Two Towers.
Apparently that's very good.
Yeah. We'll figure it out.
I'm sure we will. Cool.
Yes.
C'est bon.
Thanks for watching, Michael the Witch.
Michael Twitch.
Michael Twitch? Cool. Cool name, Michael Twitch.
Parfait. See you later.